Howdy folks, I am Ruzkiel and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. In the last episode, we finished up... No, we answered the phone that was ringing between Strawberry House and Grape House, and we transferred over to be Nagito Komeda, and we are now going to do our investigation of Strawberry House. So, to start off, let's go ahead and just get some accounts. I also want to take a look at that clock, because one thing that they mentioned was that this clock was ringing, which strikes me as a little odd, because as far as I know, the one Grape House didn't ring. And one thing that they also mentioned a couple other things about how there were noises over the night, but Nagito seemed pretty oblivious to it. I didn't mention it at the time because I had kind of forgotten, but the most likely reason that he didn't hear any of that was because he was in those good rooms which are soundproof. So, hey Kazuichi, if you don't mind, can you inform me? That stuff about a rumbling noise and the ringing clock? What was that all about? Seriously? You don't know? Aw, you're so kind, Kazuichi. Thank you for actually taking the time to explain it to me. Huh? So that's how it is. Fine, I'll tell you. It happened last night. I was sleeping peacefully in my room when all of a sudden I heard this huge sound. Whoa, what the hell? The sound was super loud, so I rushed out of my room. And as I went down the hall toward the lounge... Hey, what are you doing? This ruckus! It's louder than the Supreme Ruler of the Netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice! What is Gundam doing? I thought he got a good room. That's weird. Why is he hearing? Oh. I better keep that in mind. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly. It's not me. Wall clock just started ringing. I was just trying to stop it. Then hurry up and stop it already. I know. I'm in middle of doing that. And that's when the sound finally stopped. It's like about 5:30. I wonder why... Isn't that about the same time as when Grape House supposedly heard it? When Akane heard it? Isn't that about the time when she heard the loud bang down in the tower? Well, I presume it's the loud bang down in the tower with the column falling over. Man, this is getting really strange. God, the timeline. This is going to be fun to put together. Man, that totally freaked me out. I'm definitely wide awake now. My mental defenses were bombarded with sonic resonance. Fuyuhiko, was this not your doing just now? Why would anyone do something so childish? You must have rushed over after hearing that sound, but you sure seem to get there pretty fast. Well, I didn't rush over here. I was at lounge by coincidence. Coincidence, What? Do you doubt me? Oh, whatever. I don't really give a crap, but it's 5:30 a.m. Man, thanks to Fuyuhiko, I woke up early for no reason. I should go back to sleep. So they heard the column as well. Again, this is just me assuming it's the column, but that seems to be the most likely scenario. What was that sound? Earthquake? It did not feel like it shook. There's no way this building is going to collapse, right? Hey, Kazuichi, stop clinging to me. If they've all got alibis, if they've got alibis, the only one who kind of doesn't is Nagito. But his absence can be explained. That would leave... Who else heard on Graveside? It was just Akane, right? So that... Well, the reasons the girls wouldn't hear it was because they were on good rooms too. So they can explain it away as well. Weird. How did the column get set up then in that case? And that's what happened. Oh, I see. So you're the one who was clinging to Fuyuhiko? That's not the important part! What happened afterward?
Did you guys just separate?
We decided to wait things out, but in the end, nothing else happened. And not just that, we all felt really weak, so we decided to go back to rooms for a while.
Oh, I see. Yeah, what you said just now was extremely important. Thanks to that, I've thought of one suspicious person.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, me, of course.
Huh?
I mean, isn't it strange? I was the only one who didn't notice an alarm that was so loud, everyone else came out of their rooms. Well, the same goes for that rumbling noise that you guys heard after that.
Hey, you better not be trying to confuse the shit out of us.
Well, of course I'm not. Well, for now.
That "for now" line is what's making us even more worried.
Anyway, it seems there's no doubt that what you guys just told me is very important. The wall clock alarm you heard first, and the rumbling noise that came right after. Well then, how do these noises relate to the case?
Well, maybe I don't need to look at the wall clock in that case. Well, I'll do it just to be on the safe side. This is
This is the wall clock everyone's been talking about, right? I never knew this clock had an alarm function. The alarm is set to 5:30 a.m. That probably means something.
apparently not something important enough to put in the truth bullets.
Hey, you said you witnessed Nekomaru at sunrise, right? Can you explain that to me in a little more detail?
I was so hungry yesterday I couldn't sleep. I figured it was nearly morning, so I went to go check clock in lounge. It turns out I was totally off. It was still around 5 a.m. And that's when it happened. I heard sound of door closing off in distance. When I stuck my head out from lounge, I saw Nekomaru's back. He was about to go down to first floor. I thought about running after him, but I didn't have energy or willpower to do it. If I knew something like this would happen, I would have mustered strength to follow him.
So he didn't... Again, he wouldn't have to check the clock because internally he would know exactly what time to go down to Monokuma Taichi. And that leads me to believe that the clocks were fussed with. But both of them got screwed around with, huh? Because if the girls were late too, they would have to have been in Grape Tower as well. Well, then again, no one was awake until the rumbling noise happened, which would have been after this point. Huh. Weird. Yeah, he would have followed suit. I think I said that already. But why would Nekomaru wander off so early in the morning?
I was wondering about that too. I mean, I already knew I wasn't going to get any sleep. So I just sat in lounge, stared off into space for no reason, and waited for him to come back. And that's when clock in lounge started ringing. Thanks to loud alarm, I completely forgot about Nekomaru. Until just now.
Oh, then, from the time you saw Nekomaru until the alarm rang, you were at the lounge the whole time? But what were you doing during that time? By chance, were you thinking about everything that's happened so far and getting choked up?
What?
Huh? Oh, was I right?
Of course not, asshole. You're completely wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. And I thought you were reminiscing about Becco or something. But that can't be right. After all, you already know how pointless it is to cling to memories of the dead.
So technically he doesn't have much of an alibi. But whatever.
Oh, I get it now. Thanks to everyone's detailed information, I'm slowly getting a grasp of the situation. If I put events in chronological order, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 5 a.m. That's the time Nekomaru apparently went down to the first floor. At 5:30 a.m., the alarm clock in the lounge started ringing. And when that happened, you two woke up and left your rooms to go to the lounge where Fuyuhiko was. Right after that, you heard a strange rumbling sound that didn't quite make sense.
Now that I think about it, something might have happened to Nekomaru during that noise.
If so, that must have been Nekomaru's final scream before he breathed his last.
Hold on. If Nekomaru died when we heard that sound, doesn't that mean we all have an alibi?
Alibi?
When we heard that rumbling noise, we were at the lounge, you know. If that's when the killer murdered Nekomaru, then we have a solid alibi.
I can't argue with that.
It might be too soon to declare that just yet. We can't be certain unless we first clear up the mystery surrounding that rumbling noise. A rumbling noise, huh? Did something heavy fall over or something? Also, based on what everyone just told me, there's another thing I'm curious about. You all heard the alarm clock in the lounge go off just before the rumble. What do you suppose that means?
Hey, haven't we talked enough? I really think I should repair the elevator soon.
Oh my, you're still here?
Yeah. Once the elevator's fixed, I'm not gonna let you anywhere near it.
And so Kazuichi ran down the stairs complaining for some reason.
So what should we do now?
There's something I wanted you to do. After the elevator's fixed, there's something I want you to investigate.
What is it?
The clocks in the first floor lounges of both Grape House and Strawberry House. Right after that, you heard a strange rumbling sound that didn't quite make sense.
Huh? Why?
I'll tell you later.
Fine, but why you asking me? You can investigate that yourself.
I would investigate it myself, but by the time the elevator is fixed, there's a chance I might not be with you all anymore.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
That bastard doesn't make any sense.
Now then, here comes the main event. There's only one thing I can do for them. I can go to that place for everyone's sake. I can't let them face that danger. I must be the pariah who goes in their place.
Huh. Interesting use of the word pariah after the fact that I had to look it up before for my own title, for my own choices of titles.
That's it. I should investigate one more time before I head over there. The elevator and the door at the far back of Strawberry Hall. Just in case, it might be good to check and make sure they're really blocked off.
Is Gundam nowhere? I didn't get the chance to talk to him. That's a little sad. Huh. Well, we'll follow Nagito's advice. Unless Mr. Gundam's upstairs. Nope, he's down here. Well, I'll get the chance to talk to him here. I might as well check the clock just to be on the safe side.
Well, there's a clock here. Well, it's not like it's that suspicious anyway.
Evidently not. Don't worry, we'll get to Gundam. The elevator's still being repaired. Get lost. Geez, stop getting in the way.
Oh, looks like I'm disliked. Oh well, it's understandable. I mean, compared to you talented fellows, I'm just a piece of trash.
Yeah, whatever. So we'll just check the elevator like he said.
If I press the button next to the elevator, the door should open so I can ride it. But nothing happens when I press it. Looks like it's definitely broken.
Hey, what are you doing? You're getting in the way of my repairs.
Hey, why did the elevator break in the first place?
Oh, the killer malfunctioned the safety device. Look, you see that silver cover under the button? It looks like the elevator's control panel. They probably opened it up and messed with the settings. But the cover is locked, so they wouldn't have been able to open it unless they had some kind of tool.
Are there any tools in this building?
No, there shouldn't be. I don't really know if they forced it open with a tool anyway. Control panel on this side wasn't the one that was forced open.
Oh, I see. It's the control panel on the Grape House side that's broken then.
If the one on this side isn't broken, that's the only thing I can think of. I'm pretty sure there should be a control panel over there, too. Plus, the elevator is stuck on the graveside house.
Wouldn't that mean the last person who used this elevator went to Grape House?
Yep, it's official. Elevator was disabled on the other side. Hey, I don't have time to talk to you. Hurry up and go away. Ah, jeez. I'm trying to do repairs without any tools. No matter how much time I get, it won't be enough.
If you don't have any tools, well, why don't you use this?
Huh? Hey, is that the multi-tool? Where'd you get something like this?
Well, I had it with me before I even arrived at the 4th island.
Where'd you get it from? Well, oh, probably the supermarket. Go figure.
If we're going to explore a new island, it's essential to bring this kind of equipment, right?
A guy like you has been walking around with a dangerous tool this whole time.
Huh? Is there something wrong?
It's nothing.
Well, then I'll let you have this. Your repairs might go faster now, right? But in exchange, I want you to do something.
What is it?
That multi-tool has a compass. After the elevator's fixed, I want you to ride the elevator and see how the compass reacts.
What the hell for?
Well, to be honest, there's something I still don't understand regarding the structure of this building. So please, I really need this information to find out the relationship between the building and the elevator.
I don't really get it, but, well, as long as I'm just checking the compass, I don't mind.
Well, I'm glad. Then I'll leave the rest to you.
So does he have an inclination about the structure of the building? Interesting. Because based on what Chiaki had laid out for us, it shouldn't change at all. But if it rotates, well, it wouldn't even need to rotate though. Sorry, I'm getting lost and thought I should just keep moving. Hurry, Gundam. I can think of only one reason why the killer barred off the door to Strawberry Hall. They wish to prevent me from going to the crime scene. Which means the killer was afraid of the conclusion promised by my assumptions. You don't have a whole lot to say this time around. Well, then again, you usually kind of don't, do you? You're usually pretty quiet about the whole thing, so... Now that we know that the door is stuck on Graveside House, I'm gonna have to consider things a little more. Then how the... maybe it wasn't any of the guys in Strawberry House. Unless Kazuichi finds it. I don't know.
Well, it's the Strawberry Hall, that door that leads to this tower. The button is broken. There's no way it'll open. As I recall, based on what Fuyuhiko told Hajime over the phone, the other side of this door is also barred with chains. They must have really been cautious to go to the trouble of barring the door from both sides.
Sorry about that.
Something about that seems a little suspicious.
The killer's intent? I can think of only one explanation.
Oh, Gundam.
Perhaps they intended to keep me from entering the scene of the crime.
You said that before I entered the hall. You got anything else to say?
Which means the killer was afraid of the conclusion promised by my assumptions.
Yeah, that was probably it.
We didn't need that little section. We just talked to him.
Just as I thought, there's no mistaking it. The elevator and the Strawberry Hall door look like they're completely broken. I didn't expect the contact elevator to be disabled from Grape House. As long as it's disabled, there's no way to move between houses. Which means the person who disabled the elevator would be stuck at Grape House. That person, they should still be at Grape House, but... no, it's too soon to form an answer. But I won't be too late to find the answer, even after I finish investigating that room.
And with that, I think we're going to go ahead and end things off here. In the next episode, we will be entering, at long last, the final dead room. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.